My name is Olivia Barnes. For 8 years, I believed I had the kind of marriage others envied, built on trust, comfort, and shared memories. Jason, my husband, was dependable, loyal, and steady. But somewhere in the middle of life's routines, our marriage stopped feeling like love and started feeling like survival. Then came Ryan Mitchell, Jason's best friend from college. I'd heard all the wild stories. He was the risk taker, the charmer, the one who never stayed in one place too long. Jason looked up to him like a brother, maybe more. And now, after all these years, Ryan was staying with us for the weekend. When I opened the door, I didn't expect the man standing there, tall, sandy blonde, with eyes that seemed to read every part of me. He smiled like he already knew my secrets. At dinner, Ryan breathed life into Jason. The way they laughed, told stories, relived the past, I saw a version of my husband I hadn't seen in years. But as the night unfolded, it wasn't Jason who made me feel seen. It was Ryan. While clearing the dishes, Ryan said something that shook me. You keep this place feeling like a home. Jason's lucky, but I don't think he sees everything. His words weren't just kind, they were piercingly accurate. I brushed them off, trying to stay loyal, to stay grounded. But I felt something stir in me that I hadn't felt in a long time. The next evening, Jason got called into work, and Ryan and I were alone. He didn't cross any lines, but his presence did. His words stripped me bare, exposing the loneliness I had been hiding under the safety of "I'm fine." Are you happy, Olivia? You don't have to answer. But I see you. I see the parts you've buried to keep everything together. He saw me. Not the wife. Not the caretaker. Not the woman glued to routine. He saw the woman who was still inside, starving to be noticed, aching to feel alive. He left the next morning. No drama. No scandal. Just a look that said, I know what you're going through. But his presence lingered. I couldn't go back to pretending. I started noticing how distant Jason had become, how often we coexisted without connecting, how I'd stopped asking for love because I'd convinced myself I didn't deserve more. But I did. So one evening, I sat Jason down. I told him the truth, not about Ryan, but about us. About how I felt invisible. About how we had slowly become strangers. And for the first time in a long time, he listened. We didn't fix everything overnight. But we started again. Dinners without phones. Walks at sunset. Conversations that weren't about bills or groceries, but about feelings and dreams. We began fighting for us. I never saw Ryan again. But what he gave me was more than temptation, it was truth. He made me confront the loneliness I had been too afraid to name. And in doing so, he helped me choose love again. Not the fairy tale kind, but the real kind, the kind you fight for.